Hi, I'm John Ellis, an associate attorney at Sean Kendall's office representing veterans. The first form I'm covering is the intent to file form, known as a Form 21-0966. Although it is a simple form, it's important to understand how it works and complete it correctly. After I explain how to complete the form, I'll explain exactly what it does. If you're the veteran, you need to enter your personal information. This is basically telling VA, hey, I'm planning to make a claim, this is who I am. You need to give your name, social security number, and date of birth. If you have a VA file number different from your social, you should provide that too. Check the correct box for whether or not you have made a VA claim before. And you need to give your current mailing address, which means you need to pick one address you plan to keep on file with VA. You can change it later, but you can only have one at a time. You need to give them your phone number, and it's probably best to give your email address if you have one, since it's easier to check for emails from VA about exam appointments and case updates than it is to answer every incoming call. If you are not the veteran, you need to complete that top section with the veteran's information, but also complete the bottom section here. Provide your own name, address, contact information, and explain your relationship to the veteran. If you are not the spouse or child, you can explain the relationship in this box here. The only substantive thing you need to put on the form is telling VA what type of claim you intend to file. If you're a veteran, you need to choose whether you're making a claim for service-connected disability compensation or just a claim for pension. If you're a surviving dependent, you should choose this box instead. Then you need to sign the form, put the date, and you can submit it. So the point of this form is you're telling VA that you plan to make a claim within the next year. You can't go one day past a year. That's a firm deadline. You then have 1 year to file a new claim or a supplemental claim form, whichever you were planning to do. The wrinkle is you cannot submit this form twice in 1 year for the same type of benefit. The second time you do it, the form is considered a duplicate, and it's worthless. If 10 months go by and you realize you want more time, there's really no way to extend it. You should just do your best to submit the claim by the 1 year deadline, and then submit more evidence later if gathering evidence is holding you up. If you submit a new intent to file after 10 months, it doesn't extend the original deadline, and it doesn't even give you a new deadline on a separate clock based on the new intent to file. The second ITF, or intent to file, just doesn't count. VA won't tell you that, but it's important to understand that when you file an intent to file, you do need to follow through and file your claim within 1 year. There's one other wrinkle to the intent to file form, which is that it's only good for one claim. For example, if you have multiple new claims you want to make, or you want to file a supplemental claim form as well as a new claim form, you should file all those forms on one day. If you put them all in on the same day, then it counts for multiple kinds of forms. But if you put a new claim in on one day, and then the next day you put in a supplemental claim form, the intent to file does not apply to the supplemental claim form. Now, this whole rule doesn't involve supplemental claims forms that are continuous pursuit of an already existing claim. It only involves supplemental claim forms that are reopening old issues, where the last decision is more than a year old. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will take a look at the next video where I go over how to file a standard initial claim form.